if you ever do decide to renovate your own RV, try to keep it just like a home renovation. Don't go over the top. Keep it fairly neutral and classy. Don't personalize it too much, because there is a danger if you do make it too personalized or too customized, you could have a problem unloading it at a dealership or with a potential new owner. Because Doug does have this 2007 Phaeton that has been recently remodeled completely on the inside and modernized. And, well, I think they did a very good job with a lot of choices they made. Some might say putting wood on the walls is a little bit over the top, but when they painted all the wood inside here, it really did brighten it all up, and a lot of people are looking for white wood. And they did a great job painting this because they took all the doors off, they masked everything off, and they spray painted it. They did not brush roller it or anything. It doesn't show up on camera very well because it'll look good, but in person it looks a little bit off. It's the best way for me to put it. The color choices, like on the walls here, they painted all the walls, got rid of the wallpaper that was there before. And even the paint color that they went with on what would be cherry wood walls, cherry wood doors, cherry wood cabinetry, cherry wood pocket doors is a good choice, and it does flow very well for a modern look. But for a lot of people, they are looking for that cherry wood look. And even though the TVs have all been upgraded, the thermostat has been upgraded, we have an upgraded residential refrigerator, I do generally like the design choice on the lighting that they went with. They rewrapped all the valances. That's a design choice on the fleece top of that valance that they went with. And they upgraded all the shades to roller shades. Even the chairs, I like the modern chairs. There's still something a little bit off for most people that are coming to look for this. And even though it kind of looks a lot more like a newer rev group like Revolution or Discovery, a lot of people that look at this notice that the little imperceptible clues. So even though they went with some nice brand new carpet underneath the slide outs, they kept the original sofas. And I understand the sofas are expensive, but they don't really work with the decor they went with. The countertops, this is a really nice quality Corian countertop, but again, this doesn't really work with the color choices they made. Same with the dinette table right here. You have laminate with just a Corian banding. If they just would have changed out the countertops in here, especially on the backsplash here, I think it would have tied together a lot more. I'm a big fan of bold choices, so even though the wood on the wall right here, you wouldn't see on most RVs, it does look pretty good. I'm not sure if I'm sold on this vinyl stone slate appearance on the walls right here as shingles. It kind of looks good, I kind of like it, but it's very rough to the touch. Well, maybe some people would say the wood on the wall doesn't look good, but I think the wood on the headboard of the slide out room here looks really good, and even those lights work okay in a modern sense. But again, we have that same almost 90s laminate countertop in a 2007 with that color banding that doesn't quite work with a modern look. If I'm going to critique anything about this, the workmanship was done really well, but when people start noticing that it's all been remodeled, it does start to give people a lot of pause about picking up somebody else's project. Probably the flooring is a place where it loses me. It should be modern flooring, and this isn't just snapped together vinyl plank flooring. If they would have gone with some nice ceramic tile flooring throughout the entire RV, I think it would have sold it. So there'd be a bidding war on this RV, I think. Even on the dash electronics, they've all been upgraded. So instead of the computer that would have been there, they did put a nice big monitor with side view cameras, went with a different touchscreen entertainment center for the dash radio, and that front TV is new. I still do think renovating an older high quality RV is something that a lot of people should be thinking about. Just got to make sure that you're thinking about the end goal and when you get there too, if you need to sell it. You don't want to isolate yourself from a large swath of sellers if you go a little bit too, I wouldn't call this extreme, but a little bit too customized. And like I said, I like bold choices. This would have had a bra on the front, but they went with a bed liner that theoretically is a lot better than anything you could put on the front of an RV. I'm just not sold that it looks exceptionally good. So, even though it's far superior to any other RV out there. And the paint on the exterior looks good, and the roof is in great shape. But the paint on the exterior is in great condition. The roof passed with flying colors. I think it has 2 new roof ACs on it too. It's been well maintained. So when you do renovate, just make sure that you're not renovating a little bit too far. Try to keep it a little bit bland. I understand it's your house, do what you want with it, but if you are going to try to sell it down the road, you don't want to limit your customer base. But that's just my cautionary tale. I'm sure somebody will see this and say, yeah, that's mine, I want that immediately. And it is nice, just a little bit too far, I think, in some areas. Otherwise, it is nice. And it does illustrate that you can renovate an RV and still enjoy it as your house. You're not completely stuck with the design choices that were made 10, 20, 30 years ago.